Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. We have completed one more project. So I'm gonna share with you the problem that we had on this particular project. Our clients bought the house. He had many problems around. The fence, besides that it was red and ugly, it was falling. And then also this retaining wall, so it didn't have a good look at all. Main thing is they had a bunch of weeds everywhere. In many areas, like this area in the front was completely useless. They wanted to fix it. They wanted to make it more welcoming. They wanted to make it the envy of the block. Of course, they wanted to have a bunch of concrete everywhere, in the side yard, in the front yard, the back, in order to avoid the weeds. Now, one problem that we can have and that you might be facing as well is the side coverage. Sometimes you want to put concrete everywhere and it's not allowed. So you have to be careful and check with the city or the county. In this case, we couldn't do the concrete that we wanted to do, so we came back to the client with the idea of having permeable turf. In that case, you can do pretty much whatever you want, and that's what we completed in this project. Okay, now let's talk about the entry here, the steps that they had bricks, and it looked terrible. So I told them, don't worry about it, we can get rid of the bricks, we don't need to get rid of the steps, we just get rid of the bricks and install pavers. And it came out really nice. We have a 4 feet redwood fence going from this side all the way around, and then we have our gate that goes into the front yard, and we have another gate that gives us access to the driveway. So total we have 2 gates. Doing a small retaining wall, probably about a foot raise on this side to correct the slope and to have a flatter section. And the fence, it's redwood fence. We use 1x6 fence boards, and on the top we have a big guy 2x6, and then you can see that we don't have any unions, so we're covering the unions where the boards meet. We have this guy right here, so you don't see any vertical lines. Okay, and the wall, so this is the wall that I was talking about. It was pretty old, and actually they were gonna leave it like that. I reached out to the client and I said, hey, what if we do some veneer stone in the wall, put some cap stone, very nice natural stone, and the wall's gonna look brand new. The wall goes all the way around. So when you have a wall in front of your house, in a small house like this, that it's going in the 2 directions and your lot it's on the corner, retaining walls, they are a big game changer, especially if the curb appeal is important to you. And then on this side, it's where they had the red fence. The fence was installed right next to the retaining wall in order to create some screening, but up to a point, because on the other side we have some beautiful view and we didn't want to block that. This is the area that we didn't want to block, because if you see that way, it's beautiful. You can set some chairs in here, have a coffee or something in the morning, and you be looking at that beautiful, nice view. Since they have pets and they're gonna be doing their business here, so instead of base rock, we use drain rock. That always helps for the drainage and for everything to go down deep into the ground. We also added this gate, to like a 2 feet gate, to keep the pets in here. It's a very nice little gate matching our redwood fence, as you can see. And then on the top of here, we've added some 1x6 redwood. And then our clients wanted to keep the original color of the redwood fence. They didn't want to stain it any color. They didn't want any gray or reddish. So what we did for them, we applied a clear coat on the top of the fence. See, it looks very nice and natural. It's not going to lose its original color. Of course, you have to come and do this every 2-3 years, depending on the weather. So we asked them if they wanted to have irrigation right away. They say, no, we're not planning to irrigate automatically. So I said, okay, that's fine, but let's at least get the tea from your water so we can run it under the turf, and eventually it's ready there. You don't have to pull out your turf and then come back to make a mess just to add water or electrical lines. We also added some conduits, so keep that in mind. It's always important to run conduits even though you're not gonna need them right away. Plan for the future. And don't forget about your downspouts. Even though we had a lot of drain rack in here, still chose to run the line all the way to the other side to send the water away, to carry away the water, to protect the foundation of your house. About this little nice landing in order to prevent stepping on the mud or the ice plant to get into that level. And last but not least, this beautiful nice concrete sidewalk from that point to that point, because see all the weeds that we had before, it was terrible. It was a mixture of DG with dirt and a bunch of weeds. And see the nice little piece of concrete, including the ramp in here and this safety metal thing that the city asked us to put. I don't understand why it has to be yellow. I've seen it great in some other places, but see? In case you were wondering about the cost for this entire renovation, it was $63,000, including everything. Demolition, new redwood fencing, pavers covering the existing wall with veneer stone, the cup wall, planting, turf, everything included. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys like it. As always, please follow and like us on Facebook and Instagram. You can send us your questions through our email, which is info@thirdheavenlandscape.com. Also, you can visit our website, which is thirdheavenlandscape.com. We have a lot of information there, even some about our prices for you. If you have some special projects, please give us a call or a text. Peace.